welcome to this. Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. Doncic out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Hayes in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Golden State, they've got Draymond Green. Moses Moody is out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Butler. And it's Post in at the 5, down low. All right, Brent, a fresh season of NBA basketball. How excited are you?
Oh, man, Kevin, on a scale of 1 to 10, can I go 20? I mean, we've been waiting for these games to start for months. The offseason seems endless, and there's always drama about player movement, who's going where, and expectation, but nothing better than getting that ball thrown up. And let's see these guys go at it.
Butler, no good.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot down.
Now, here's Doncic. This game he had 28 points. Fires away from way outside. It's rebounded by Hayes.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And that's good. Stephen Curry for 3. Curry's got 5.
This is why Steph Curry is virtually unguardable. When he's sinking those kind of shots, it just devastates you defensively.
Here's Doncic. Drives to the hoop, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation. That's feel-good moment right there. 3 of 4 so far.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 5-point game. Second shot opportunity. Comes up empty down low.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And the rejection by James.
Big-time swat, LeBron James making his presence felt.
Here's Finney-Smith. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, has probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but, you know, they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
Doncic, and that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
Curry attacking. Moody the pass to Curry. They kick it out to Green.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Curry. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Hayes. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
And certain guys dictate the pace of the game. Doncic as much as anyone.
Here he goes. Here's Post. Hits the layup in for the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Post has got his second bucket of the night.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Yep, that one goes.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
LeBron against Curry. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Hayes. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Doncic right side. Vanderbilt kicks to Doncic. Curry with the steal. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Doncic. To the left wing. Pass to LeBron. Second chance shot. He lays it in.
And LeBron's still a force inside. Size, athleticism, it's all still there.
The Warriors trailing. Outside Curry. They kick it out to Green. Back to Curry. Lock at 6. Jacks up a 3. Curry with another miss. Now Doncic. And finished off by LeBron.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Lakers ahead, leading. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
So for the Lakers right now, up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. Doncic out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Hayes in at the center. Now here's Curry. The 3. Again, Curry missing. LeBron with it. Now Green defending. James absorbing hits on the drive.
The assist.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Curry dishes to Green. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And that's only the first time this half. But Kevin, they've done a great job here in that regard.
Los Angeles leading by 8. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. And this summer saw the passing of Laker legend, 3-time Basketball Hall of Famer, the logo, Jerry West, an all-star every year of his outstanding playing career before going on to have such a successful career as a coach and as an executive. Guys, this league will bear his imprint forever. Jerry West will be missed.
An all-time great for sure. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting.
Any plays like that are what Jimmy Butler is all about. He knows where the defense is.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. It was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good. And now they've made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, D.A.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
That one goes. Count it. Hayes has got the lead up to 9 now for Los Angeles.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And they lost the last matchup with this club, and it was really the reserves where the gap in play was felt.
No one near James as he lets it go. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
Free ball.
Doncic has got 4 assists now tonight. Butler has screen on LeBron. Curry passes to Butler. Here's Green to stop the run. And he overshot that one, missing.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
And here are the Warriors now, after the basket by the Lakers. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Lakers on offense. They're on an 18-6 run. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Warriors trail by 16. Curry outside. Steph Curry, what a finish!
It doesn't matter. I mean, once Steph Curry crosses half court, you're in trouble.
Here's Doncic. Warriors with the rebound.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Over in the corner, Green. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. James looking it over. James gets inside and finishes.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Doncic outside. Count it! He got it!
That's how you do it. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity, and boom.
That's exactly how you want to close out the quarter, too, with some confidence.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Lakers lead by 17. It's time now to go courtside as we... All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
I'm guessing my buddy over here loving it. They were forcing the ball into the paint with excellent results.
And during that first half, and that about wraps it up.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Pajemski out there with Hield. Then it's Kevon Looney. Then it's Kuminga. And it's Payton in at the 3.
Yeah, Len's not going to settle for anything else. A dunk on the inside goes up strong.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Pajemski with it, now defended by Goodwin. Hield can't hit.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Len, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Over Goodwin. Hield with the bucket. Hield's got his first bucket of the night. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Reeves outside. Off target from three-point range.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Pass to Pajemski. In the corner, it's Hield. This one for 3. The shot missing. Lakers leading by 17. On the wing, Reeves. Inside, Hachimura the pass to Len. And the dunk by Len.
Yeah, even if you hit a guy with the size of Alex Len, he's going to power through it most of the time.
Lakers shooting their first free throw of the night here. And, Brent, you've seen the way the game has grown over the years. The skill level of the league is higher than ever.
Well, the talent level, Kevin, that is on display on a nightly basis in this league is staggering. But there's a lot of kids out there watching what's going on, and they're going to push this game even further. How exciting is that?
Here's Pajemski. He's defended by Reeves. Lakers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Len sets a screen for Reeves. Down low. It's stolen by Kuminga. Driving in and finished off by Kuminga.
Oh, man, Kuminga getting creative at the rim.
Here's Hachimura. Reeves outside. Pass to Len. Back to Reeves. Just 5 to shoot. And here is Kleba. Here's Goodwin. Nailed from three-point land.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Podziemski with it.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
They kick out to Heel. Stolen by Reeves. Jumps up. Finishes the break with a slam.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And Hachimura with a clear path to the rack. Reeves outside. Back to Hachimura. Count it, good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Podziemski. Back to Heald. Looking to end the run. Lays it up and banks it in. Heald's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, for guards who are young players in the NBA, finishing around the rim is always a focus at this level.
What a jam!
Wow, fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skill to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Takes the three. Sinks the triple.
Austin Reeves.
Reeves has got his third basket of the night.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Kuminga. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Reeves the pass to Len. No good on the shot.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
8 seconds left here in the third quarter. Reeves outside. Driving to the basket.
Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll return shortly. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the 5, roaming the paint. Curry against LeBron. Lets it go from deep. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Some players, Brent, have claimed entertainment is emphasized over competition. What do you think?
Well, I think there's a great balance, and the league does a great job of promoting its stars. But at the end of the day, Kevin, trust me, guys who are out here have a love for the game, a passion for the competition, and that's what we want to see.
Puts up a 3. Good on the three-point shot.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Doncic fires from way outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Curry with the 3, and another 3 for Golden State.
Go ahead and frame that. That's Steph Curry, the best to ever do it. It's art.
Doncic looking it over. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Moody the pass to Curry. Golden State moving it around. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Curry finds Moody. Back to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires top of the key. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Los Angeles has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Doncic dishes to LeBron. Vanderbilt a screen on Butler. And it's LeBron James with the 3. James has got 22 points.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
It's hauled in by Doncic.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. On the wing, James. For 3. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Here's Moody. And a miss there on the triple. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. They get it again. Kicks it out to LeBron. Takes a 3. And again, LeBron missing. The Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for LeBron.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Green with a screen for Curry. Back to Green. Pass to Post. Curry on the wing. Covered by LeBron. And it's Stephen Curry with a 3.
I mean, just so easy for Curry to get that 3 off. Beautiful shot.
LeBron left side. Here's Finney-Smith. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Outside Curry. Fires the 3. And that one is off. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the... Much appreciated, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Baird.
love about opening day? What's tops on your list, RJ?
A lot of things, really. But, man, the energy in the building. This house is rocking. These fans are so pumped up and optimistic about their team right now.
And here's Memphis' starting group. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Moran and Bain. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey. And it's Stevens in at the 3, the small forward. And there it is for him.
Putting his body to work in the paint. Butler using his athletic skills to get it done.
Here's Morant. Pass to Edey. Back to Morant. On the wing, Bain. Jackson with a screen on Curry. 5 to shoot. Here's Bain. And the layup falls.
Excellent job converting inside. Bain's guys encourage him to be aggressive down there.
And the Warriors with possession. The 3 from Curry. That one no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. Just missed it.
And Richardson's bursting onto the scene. Bain has been nothing short of spectacular.
Bain was a steal with the 30th pick. He's added to his game each year. And now, look, he's one of the better two-way wings in the league.
Now here's Moody. Coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Curry looking it over. Deflected! From deep, Morant. And another 3 from Memphis.
In motion, Morant's shooting ability is solid, but when he's this set up, it's outstanding.
Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Left side, Bain. 3-pointer. Connects from downtown. Bain's got his second bucket on the night.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
To halt the run. And again, no good by Golden State.
1 for 5 out there, but no worries. Just keep attacking.
Jackson outside. Back to Bain. Over to the left wing. Here's Edey. Uses the glass on the layup.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Earlier, Allie LaForce spoke with head coach Steve Kerr. What'd you find out, Allie?
They were concerned with Jaren Jackson Jr. on both ends of the floor. Coach saying defensively, Triple J covers so much space, a blocking machine. And on the other side of the ball, Jaren has serious skill for a man of his size. He's a tough game plan for us. Jaren Jackson Jr., a two-way menace. Brian?
As always, Allie, we thank you.
We're building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Now here's Butler. Outside Moody. Launches it. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Memphis leading by 10. After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
You know, really, by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
He's become a dependable scorer. This man, Jaren Jackson Jr., well, look, he's averaged double digits over the course of his early career.
Pass to Curry. Takes a 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
There's a screen. And here's Curry for 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Outside Morant. There's the drive. And then Morant with the dunk.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Pass to Edey. Oh, deflected. The 3 is up. Hauled in by Curry. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. They set the pick. And it's Moody penetrating. The rebound by Edey.
You try to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least, I don't know, about a week.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Memphis ahead, up 19. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
They've got Moody. Green out there with Butler. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's Post in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
And you're asking for trouble when you give Curry this positioning. He's so efficient down there.
Here's Stevens. Not going to go that time. Nice D from Moody. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not.
You gotta love how aggressive Morant is. He is fearless going towards that rim.
And here's Curry for 3. And Morant clears the board.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Jackson against Butler. Pass to Edey. Let's go with a 3. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got his 3rd assist of the night. Outside Moody. Green finds Butler. And the 3-pointer goes. Butler's got 5 now.
Jimmy Butler taking it upon himself to get those 3 points back.
Outside Morant. The floater. Chalk up 2 there. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Outside Butler. Pass to Post. Outside Moody. Back to Curry. Clock at 4. They set the pick from deep. Memphis with a rebound.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Jackson on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Edey. Moody defends. Edey, that's good. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
And a deep 3 from Curry. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 4 rebounds now. Bate fires from way outside. Offensive rebound. Pass to Edey. Outside Bane. Morant with a screen on Butler. The three from Bain. Here's Morant. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. And stolen by Green. And here's Butler outside. And again, no good by Golden State. Grizzlies lead by 21. On the wing, Bain. He's covered by Curry. And Bain with the three. Bain's got 8.
He used to catch defenders off guard with his range, but now everyone knows that Bain is a marksman.
Curry, he's open, and he wills that one in, shaking it right through the back of the iron.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Morant, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Green. Back to Butler. Pass to Moody. From deep. From beyond the arc, and then some. He's got 6. And so it's Memphis out front by 19 going into the break. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right back after this word.
Hello and well. Since we got a little time on our hands here, you guys got any big plans for tonight?
Not me. I'm just going to take it easy.
Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for Golden State. Thanks for tuning in.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
On the court for Memphis, Brandon Clark out there with Gigi Jackson. Then there's Vince Williams. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Huff in at the 5 down low.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Jackson can't get it to go. Warriors trail by 21. Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
And Hill puts up a deep 3. Clark grabs the board.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Payton against Kennard. Pass to Jackson. Launches a 3. He drops it from range. Jackson's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Pajemski. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. This one for 3. And Hill, good for 3.
Got that one to go. Okay, now 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Kennard outside. Pass to Huff for 3. The rebound by Payton.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And here's Kuminga for 3. Memphis with a rebound.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
And the dunk by Jackson.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's Pajemski. No points yet. Here's Hield. Off target at the rim. Grizzlies lead by 23. Hield has bounced around for a while now, but he's still a deadly shooter, Richard.
Hield is the definition of a shooter for hire. He's a mercenary. When he's on the floor, he's looking to pull up from deep. That's what he's paid to do. He's been an elite shooter his whole career.
Outside Kuminga. Tries the spin move. Hield finds Kuminga. 6 to shoot.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Golden State needs to get off a shot. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And Williams has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Here's Jackson. Gets some space and buries the jumper. Jackson's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Golden State has gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the 3rd quarter. Left side, Pajemski. There's a minute 26 left in the 3rd. And he lobs it up.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you gotta love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. A minute 15 left in the 3rd quarter. Clark against Kuminga. Williams from long range knocks down the triples. Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Kuminga. Outside Pajemski. Looney up top. Back to Pajemski. Now here's Hield. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Hield's got 6 here in the quarter.
A true display of Hield's accuracy, surprising the defense with the deep shot.
And here is Williams. Clark with the screen. Oh, trying his luck from deep. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
Gets it off. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
Boy, that was close. Got it in.
And so it's Memphis up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. Back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Gary Payton II is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. Then it's Buddy Hield. And it's Looney in at the 5. That's the Warriors 5. A line change here for Memphis. Kuminga against Morant. To the left side wing. Here's Stevens. Jackson on the wing. Over to Looney. Jackson can't get it to go.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Outside Pajemski. Here's the 3. Memphis with a rebound. Bane's got 4 rebounds now. Morant with it, and it's Hield picking him up. Morant, the pass to Stevens. On the take, and then jammed it down. He goes right over Jonathan Kuminga.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Outside Hield. The 3. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Here's Edey. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it. Basketball. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
No coverage that time. Here's Morant. And the NBA has regular season games outside the U.S., all over the world. How important is that, Grant?
It's so important, BA. I mean, basketball has become a global sport. And just look at the recent MVPs. They're mostly international players. So playing games in those countries has helped the game grow all over the world.
Pass to Hield. Puts up a deep three. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Hield's got 11 in the second half. And a foul called on Brandon Pajemski. That's his first foul of the game.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. They set the screen. Here's Stevens. Here's Edey. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Hield from outside. Memphis with a rebound. Edey's got 7 rebounds in the game. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
2 minutes.
To the left wing. Fade away. Looney grabs a miss. Looney's got 5 rebounds tonight. Inside. And Kuminga throws it down.
While he's a bit undersized for a forward, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And it's Morant missing. The Warriors have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Hield against Bain. It's stolen.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Grizzlies.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, BA, just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Ja Morant.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Morant. Looney with some nice D.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim. Got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Outside Morant. And he lobs it up top. Payton with a steal. Right side, Kuminga. Outside, Payton. Puts up a 3. That shot off. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
2K Sports presents and the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Stevens in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Lakers, up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. Luka Doncic out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Hayes in at the 5 down low. Here they are, game 1 of the season. Wow, it's fun to be here. And Clark, this is the culmination of all the hard work put in over the summer.
Yeah, you talk to the players on both sides, and there's optimism about this upcoming year. We'll see if that optimism is justified over time.
Clock is at 3, and here's Doncic from the arc. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Doncic with the steal. Kicks it out to James. Shoots the 3. Stephens pulls it in. Morant outside. The kick out to Bane. 6 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Jackson, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
A defensive play like that early in the game can go a long way. Establishes an attitude that you want to have during the game.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
And the agility, the hops, Morant just explodes off the floor.
That's tipped. Bane with the steal. And the rejection by James. Morant with the steal. Lots of room. Here's Bane. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
And they let Bane sneak in there. He is quite the opportunist.
Doncic against Bane. LeBron with the screen on Bane. Doncic passes to LeBron. And the dunk by James.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Desmond Bane was the topic. The coach was effusive with his praise. He said Bane is a great catch-and-shoot guy, but he'll find ways to contribute no matter what. He also said Bane is hard to game plan for, but they'll do their best not to let him get in rhythm. And they will have their hands full tonight, guys.
Thank you, David. And it's blocked, and they're able to recover. Just 2 to shoot. Three-pointer.
What timing by James on the denial. His hand is right there at the exact moment it needs to
be. Bane against Doncic. James sets the screen for Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Edey after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Jackson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. One thing about the Lakers, Clark, over the last couple seasons, they get themselves to the free throw line.
Yeah, and a lot of that is due to the fact they've got some real creators in their lineup, guys who can attack off the dribble at multiple positions from multiple angles, and that creates pressure for the defense.
Vanderbilt, a screen on Bane. From deep, James hands it from downtown. LeBron's got a second bucket tonight.
Well, I don't think anybody is expecting this shot. LeBron showing some confidence with that long ball.
Morant drives in, and Morant throws it down.
Put
puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And here are the Grizzlies now. After Luka Doncic's miss, here he goes.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. We've passed year 20 for LeBron James. Clark, how is he still doing this?
Well, I'd love to find out, but he's got a combination of remarkable DNA and obviously a tremendous work ethic and attention to detail and taking care of his body. But some of it's a blend of good fortune and a lot of hard work. But he's played at a level at his age that I never thought I'd see in basketball. It's different in other sports, but to do what he's doing on the court is amazing.
Here's Doncic after the made shot from Desmond Bain. In the corner, Finney Smith with it. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Morant against Doncic. And Morant throws it down.
Hitting the afterburners to get the easy slam.
Here's Doncic. With 1 on the clock. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the
previous play is under review.
NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's the call we should see here, but no harm in going back to the footage and making absolutely certain.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Lakers lead. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. In a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Lakers.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Doncic, and it's Hayes in at the 5 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 53s a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. They set the pick. The 3 from LeBron. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Clark for the Lakers. Their last 2 seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance.
To the right side. LeBron with a screen on Bain. A 3-ball. James misses. Grizzlies have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Stephens, that one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Vanderbilt finds Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Tries again, and he lays it up and in. Doncic has got it all tied up now for the Lakers.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Morant looking around. The three. Knocks down the three ball. Morant's got the lead up to 3 now for the Grizzlies.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Here's Morant. Drops in the layup for 2. Morant's got 5 points in the quarter.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
Greg, with how explosive John Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
LA has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Kicks it out to James. And James throws it down hard.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is. Rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
Morant passes to Jackson. Back to Morant. 1:03 left in the first half of basketball. Driving the lane, and Morant throws it down.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Finney-Smith's got 6 points.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
James against Morant. And the rejection by James. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Doncic against Payne. And it's Doncic missing. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Now here's Morant for 3. Morant with another miss. Stolen by Jackson. Over Vanderbilt. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Lakers on top, up 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
You know what I was just thinking about, fellas? The NBA has lots of bright lights, maybe too bright for some. Well, as we check out the results of the first half for the Lakers, it's been neck and neck.
They've been choosy when hunting for shots, guys.
Thanks for joining us.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Jackson is out there with Clark. Then it's Vince Williams. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Huff in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Kleba sets the screen for Reeves. Pass to Hachimura. 5 on the clock. Reeves with it. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Lakers lead by 5. The league is attempting, Clark, to minimize flopping. Do you like the technical foul assessment for just that act?
Yeah, I do. I really do, because that way you can get it out of the game. These guys are as big, as strong as any athletes in the world. They shouldn't be falling down as much as they do trying to draw fouls.
Here's Clark. Len grabs the board.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Back to Reeves. Here's Goodwin. Kennard against Reeves. To the inside. Here's Cleveland. And Cleveland slams it in.
Make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Clark, what is it about Austin Reeves' style of play that makes him such a good scorer?
I love the fact that he can change pace with the dribble. You know, he's not super fast, but he's not slow either. What he is shifty and smart. He's got good size, good ball skills, and he's got a nice mid-range jumper. All of that allows him to keep defenders off balance.
Reeves against Williams. Reeves the pass to Goodwin. Williams inside. Pass to Kennard. Rejected by Len. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Now Kennard. Nothing on the board. 4 on the clock. Count that one. Los Angeles leading by 5. Here's Reeves going inside. It's Clark with the rebound. The Grizzlies have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Kennard against Reeves. Now, here's Kennard. 6 to shoot. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Kennard's got his second basket of the night.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Reeves throws that one down. Held nothing back.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Kennard, the pass to Huff. Here's the screen. Williams for 3. A rebound by the Lakers. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. Lakers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Los Angeles leading by 5. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, "I've always felt like I belong." Goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, "Is this confidence or cockiness?" He told her, "You're basically kind of the same thing." Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. Reeves against Williams. Jackson a screen on Reeves. Jackson kicks to Kennard. From deep. A putback. Misses the follow-up. LA's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Now, here's Kennard. Defense right on him. And the shot goes in. Kennard's got 7.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Reeves. He's got 6. Hachimura with a screen on Kennard. Over to the wing. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Good if it goes. And no good. And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points come. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. Luka Doncic's out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Hayes in at center. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
And what a show Morant is putting on. Every time he touches the ball, you feel like he's going to score.
Doncic looking it over. Doncic gets it to go inside.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
A 3 from Morant. It's good from long range.
Something that Morant continues to work on. When he's hitting from deep, he is basically unguardable.
James sets the screen for Doncic. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Vanderbilt misses. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. 7-point differential. Edey to the middle. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now.
LeBron won't hesitate if he finds a spot he likes behind the arc.
And James picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Morant. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And then Morant slams it in.
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
LeBron outside. Hayes with the screen for LeBron. James down the lane. Edey with the rebound.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
The 3 from Morant. The Lakers with the rebound. Hayes has got rebound number 5 here tonight. James, a screen on Bane. Floats it up for James. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Doncic.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Morant outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than Ja Morant. He explodes off the floor.
The first one falls. And so he hits both.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does. And that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Now here's Doncic. He's guarded closer. LeBron outside. Vanderbilt inside. Back to Doncic. Oh, Doncic, long range.
Guard attributes on display there. Luka with one of the quicker releases you'll see in the game.
Morant outside. Pass to Bane. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the 3. Kept alive. Los Angeles leading by 7. Doncic outside. The kick out to LeBron. Bane with the steal.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Bane sets the screen for Morant. Shoots from the line. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Doncic with it. From deep three-point territory, the Grizzlies pull it in.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Stevens, the pass to Morant. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. He's off on that one. Now, Doncic. Fires from way outside. No good there. And so the Lakers take the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it. Thank you, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David...
Hope you're ready. All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. We got Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry is out there with Moses Moody. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Post in at center, filling out the middle. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forwards. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the 5. Brent, these teams know each other well. And safe to say, they don't particularly like each other.
And I think fans really gravitate towards that sort of dislike. It just puts an extra added ingredient of intensity on a game like this. So for the fan bases, this one's big.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Curry gets the bucket.
Not just from deep. Steph Curry, one of the best guard finishers around the rim.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. The Warriors pull it in. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with the victory.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Green, the pass to Curry. Keeps it alive. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Beautiful effort on that tip in. High activity level is part and parcel of his game.
Doncic outside. Here's James. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And you are at the mercy of LeBron James once he gets that kind of positioning. Nice finish.
They set a pick. Moody passes to Curry. Butler on the wing, guarded by Doncic. Left side Moody. Clock at 6. Back to Butler. Here's Green. Doncic pulls down the board.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
And slam dunk by James.
Now that looked easy. 2 of the easier points for LeBron James in this ball game.
And now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with J.J. Redick.
I asked him specifically about Stephen Curry and what his defensive game plan is for him, and he told me, I just talked with them about communicating out there, especially when the screens are coming. We can't give Steph an inch in those situations. I think it's fair to say we can expect to hear a lot of chatter out there tonight, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. And it's in there.
LeBron's playmaking has always been exceptional, has no trouble spotting the open man.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
Oh, they're lucky that pass was just tipped and not taken. Could have been worse.
Here's Moody. Outside Curry. Lets the 3 fly. Drains the triple. Curry's got 7.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
A guard that can truly do it all. Doncic has tremendous power.
The Lakers lead by 4. 1:02 left in the first quarter. Hayes with a screen. Doncic against Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hayes. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Hayes has got his second basket.
Gifted moving the ball. Luka is one of the best passers in the league.
Pass to Moody. Jacks up a 3. It's Hayes with the rebound. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Doncic. The deep three. Warriors with the rebound. And here's Butler outside. The shot won't fall. And here's Finney-Smith. To the paint. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, BA.
Hey, little exclamation point. And so it's Los Angeles, finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. Moses Moody out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Draymond Green. Then there's Butler. And it's Post in at the center position. Here's Post. Pass to Moody. Three-pointer. Ooh, the smooth three from Moody.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Here's Curry. Oh, the driving skills are underrated for Stephen Curry.
Swift movements from Curry. The moment that opening was there, he was in it.
Screen by James. Right side, Finney-Smith. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got his 5th assist in this one.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Count it. Good.
And their offense seems to be coming around. Now they're shooting upwards of 50% from the field.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. No surprise here. Stephen Curry hopes to be a Warrior for life. He said being a part of a group of legends that have played for one franchise, established a culture, and won at the highest level, and did it with a lot of different roster combinations, I don't ever take that for granted. Brian, what a run.
Yeah, it is a great run, and he's been the foundation, Allie. Thank you.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And slam dunk by James.
Still a force. LeBron looking ageless on that one.
Butler double team. Pass to Post. Outside Moody. Here's Green. There's the three. Green able to hit from 3.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Doncic outside. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. It's stolen by Doncic. Over Green. And Doncic the bucket on the assist by Vanderbilt. Doncic has got 8 points here in the quarter. Year after year, this early portion of the season is characterized by a great deal of overreaction, Grant.
The media and fans build up a lot of expectations in the offseason. And it's not that bad, but when those expectations aren't met, watch out. Listen, we all just need to settle down and see how things play out. The season is still very young.
Doncic outside. The offensive rebound. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Green. Warriors trail by 13. And here's Butler outside. The shot misses. The Lakers have gotten 7 of 10 attempts to drop in the second quarter. Butler against Doncic. Launches the 3. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Stephen Curry, and he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. The The Warriors have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Green, the pass to Moody. Here's Post. Can they get it? Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Post has gotten his second bucket of the game.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it. And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds in the game.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Pass to Post. Green for 3. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got 5 rebounds in the game. And they're on the break. Here's Hayes. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
That's his first.
That's on Jimmy Butler.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Warriors trail by 18. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Here's Post. The kick out. Curry. Outside. Green. Releases. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And he gets it to go.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing in the lead.
And it goes!
They got that one.
Gets it! Wow!
That's before the buzzer right there.
Oh, man. That'll silence a hostile crowd.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. Tough to run with them. They get the ball up the court so fast. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
The Thunder will be playing at Paycom Center as they go up against the Pacers. 8:30 Eastern Time for the tip there. And turning now to the game we've been watching, Luka Doncic has been lighting it up. That's it for us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Rui Hachimura is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's Alex Len. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Goodwin in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it. Taking a look back at last season, the team leaders in rebounding. The Warriors, number 1.
Last year, this was a team that owned the paint. They were so committed to rebounding. And that's a stat you love to lead the league in.
One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
So there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
The shot by Podziemski, no good.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Los Angeles leading by 16. Outside Reeves. Drops in the 3. Reeves has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Jackson Davis. An easy 2 on the layup.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Hachimura, the pass to Reeves. It's not going to go for him.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looks like plenty of room.
Pass to Hachimura. The 3. Jackson Davis grabs the miss.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And Reeves pulls it down.
With not a defender in sight, there's no one to blame but himself.
Ooh, it's stolen away. In transition, here come the Warriors. Now here's Kuminga. The D's right on him. To the wing on the left. Back to Jackson Davis. 6 on the shot clock. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. They led the game at one point by 20. That one falls. Reeves has got 5 points now this quarter.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Warriors trail by 19. The 3 is up. Drains the triple.
And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
The Warriors have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. It's Podziemski on the wing. Drops one in from the wing. Podziemski's got 5.
A great job by Payton, just seeing the floor and then making the play for someone else.
Hachimura sets a screen. Here's Reeves. Out to the wing. Hachimura, the pass to Lin. Goes back up. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. The Warriors have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Kuminga, the pass to Payton. This one for 3. He drops it from range. Payton's got his first 3 points of the game.
And Payton's super selective at shooting the 3. He really focuses on taking the high percentage ones.
Hachimura sets a screen. Reeves. Out to Hachimura. Back to Reeves. Fires the 3. He's off on that one.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Good on the shot. Jackson Davis has got his second basket of the game.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of 3s.
Pass to Hachimura. There's a screen by Lin. That one's good from Hachimura on the assist by Reeves. And the Lakers lead by 18. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Reeves. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Podziemski into the lane. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Podziemski's got 7 points in the game. Hachimura outside. Pass to Kleba. That's tipped. And so it's Los Angeles. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. They've got Buddy Hield. Gary Payton II is out there with Kuminga. Then it's Trace Jackson Davis, and it's Podziemski in at the 1 spot. And Doncic launches from deep. Jackson Davis grabs a miss.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Here's Payton. The Lakers with a rebound. Doncic outside. Doncic hammers it home.
And their offense tonight is Luka, and more Luka. When he's on, it's an opponent's worst nightmare.
And Kuminga throws it down.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
And the foul called on Brandon Podziemski. That's It's his first foul of the game. All right, Brent, in an ideal world, if you're team building and you have the ability to build around a type of superstar, what would that look like for you?
Well, BA, the game has changed so much. We see that the most valuable players now, today, are big wings that can handle the physical rigors of both ends of the floor, playing offense and defense, can have the ball in their hands and create advantage every time they touch the ball, whether they're scoring it or making plays for their teammates. But the biggest factor is this guy has to motivate and ingratiate himself to the rest of the team. Those are true high-level championship caliber players.
Got a hand on it, and they recover it. James passes to Doncic, beyond the arc. Rebounded by Butler. Warriors trail by 18. And James launches it from deep. The Lakers with another miss. Here's Moody, and there's the drive. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Hayes has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Oh, there's the alley! And Vanderbilt slams it in.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. The kick out, Curry. From behind the arc. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got his 6th rebound on the night. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Los Angeles leading by 22. Puts it up from the high post. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Moody. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
Love to see the pass-first nature of Draymond Green, and for good reason. He's got a lot of good shooters on the ball club. As a 4 or as a 5, that passing skill pays off big time.
And slam dunk by James.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
And Doncic has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Screen by James. Doncic passes to James. It's stolen by Curry. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Here's Butler. And the Warriors get it back. Outside Moody. Rebound, the Lakers. James has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Lakers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Luka Doncic.
Serving up feeds all night long. He was the best teammate that they had on the floor.
Sinks the tray.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And here's Butler outside. It's Hayes with the rebound. Now here's Doncic. Misses the shot. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Coach, it's NBA opening night, one of the best dates on the calendar. I know you're as excited as I am.
I sure am. Finally, Kevin, we get some games that count. We've been waiting months for tonight, and I love how at this point, everybody has playoff aspirations.
A lot of optimism, isn't there, Coach?
There sure is. This is the best day of the year.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Jimmy Butler is out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Moses Moody. And it's Post in at the center, locking down the middle. And then Morant traps it in.
Yeah, Morant's got to get himself in that dunk contest. I mean, look at that.
Here's Curry with the three. Buries the long-range jumper.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach. Now, I asked him who has him worried out there on the floor, and his answer was Draymond Green. He told me he's a high-effort, high-IQ player who can be so effective. Right now, our plan is to stay physical with him and not let him dictate the terms out there. Of course, this means a hard-fought contest down low. Guys?
Thank you, David. After back-to-back 50-win seasons, Dan, last season was frustrating for the Memphis Grizzlies in almost every way.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. They went 27-55. Due to suspension and injuries, they only got 9 games from their star, Ja Morant. But they still have a lot of young talent and still a team that can be very competitive in the future.
Morant against Curry. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Golden State. Here's Edey. Morant finds Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry. Last season, he played outstanding. Second in free throw percentage. And, of course, he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the ball in the basket. Top 10 in scoring.
And back to his free throw shooting percentage, second in the league. I never saw lapses in his concentration at all. Always completely focused, completely automatic. And here are the Grizzlies now after the missed three from Stephen Curry. Pass to Stephens. Here's the screen. Here's Edey. All sorts of time. The rebound by Post.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
First team foul.
Green with a screen on Morant. Here's Post. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Curry. Launches it from deep. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. For Memphis, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And Morant gets it to go.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
You can see, and Coach, you can feel Ja Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does. And it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. Here's Morant. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Morant against Curry. And finished off by Morant.
Yeah, there have been very few players at 6'2" who've played above the rim like Morant.
Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. The Grizzlies, 4th.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoy playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
1:03 left in the first quarter. The kick out to Bain. Jackson setting the pick here for Bain. Over Moody. Bain, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Butler with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Shot's good from Butler.
From anywhere on the floor, Butler's a threat. And the more points he gets inside, the more dangerous he becomes on the perimeter.
Now here's Morant. 6 points for him. Curry fires from way outside. Grizzlies with the rebound.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Takes it inside. Jackson, that's a two-pointer. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Jackson's got his third basket of the night right there. Gets it off. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Memphis with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. The one goal they had coming into this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Stevens in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Beyond the arc, Green with the rebound. Warriors trail by 4. From the arc, Ja Morant grabs the rebound. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Last time they lost to the Warriors.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, taking care of the ball has to be their #1 priority. But they also have to stay aggressive. You have to strike a good balance.
Hits it from 3-point range.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Curry, what else is new?
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Morant drives in and finished off by Morant.
Everything Morant does is electric. He causes so many problems with his movement.
Moody the pass to Curry. This one for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Inside. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Moses Moody.
High-level passer, even for a point guard. Morant shows the imagination.
And that one misses. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another. It matters.
Post lays it up off the glass. Post has got his first 2 points of the night.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Morant with a wide open look. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Green, the pass to Moody. Here's Post. Lets the three fly. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Post has got 5.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside. And after not making any threes in the first half, he now has 2 here in the second half. Let's see if he continue to add to that.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Trains the three-pointer.
This is shaping up to be a special night for him. Started out well and is only turning it up here in quarter 2.
Green kicks to Curry. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Here's Curry. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. It's Morant with the drive. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
Better to be lucky than good. That pass was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
12 seconds left in the first half. And the Warriors miss again. On the wing, Williams. Got it up. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. He witnessed him. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
We've talked about how Morant has that it factor, aggressive, confident, has the skill set to back it up. We saw all of that in the first.
All right, fellas. That'll do it for our show tonight.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Moses Moody. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Post in at the 5 spot. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line. Just a shade under 90%.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to Kuminga over Clark. Kuminga, no good. Memphis leading by 14. Jackson from long range. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Payton. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
And not just a scorer. He is solid at reading when his guys are open for a look.
Pass to Huff. On the wing, Jackson. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Payton.
Not a great start to the second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here. Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And it's Gary Payton the second with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Kennard for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Kennard's got 6.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond Green, says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. B.A. thanks. Clark with it. Kuminga picks him up. Clark kicks to Williams. He tries for 3. Here's Jackson. Pass to Huff. Williams looking around. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Kuminga. Williams' shot is off. Warriors trail by 19. Stolen by Jackson. To the inside. And it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Payton with a screen on Kennard. Here's Podziemski. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Stan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier. But I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
Shot by Podziemski, no good. Memphis leading by 20. To the paint. And he goes in for the dunk.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Three-pointer healed. It's hauled in by Huff. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Kennard against Payton. Williams sets a screen for Kennard. Offline with his 3. Golden State's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, if that was one of my players, I'd think about sitting him down right away and letting him think about that one.
Jackson passes to Huff. Pocket 6. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Huff's got 5 points now this quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Shot by Hield, nobody around, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Well, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be right back after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Luke Kennard. Brandon Clark is out there with Jackson. Then it's Vince Williams. And it's Huff in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Clark sets a screen for Williams. Bobbed up there for Clark. And it's Clark slamming it down.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Outside for Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. Curry on the wing. Outside Butler. Moody the pass to Curry. Three-pointer. Pass to Moody. Curry with it. From past the arc. Drills it from outside.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
And Kennard launches it from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Butler against Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff...
Good! Oh, what a shot!
Oh, my gosh. He made that?
Kennard against Curry. Pass to Huff. Right wing. Clark finds Kennard. Tries it from the top of the key. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And the Grizzlies leading by 23. To the wing right side. Back to Morant. And the NBA coach has made sure franchises can't sell their future via draft picks in a trade. What do you think of that?
I think it was probably a good idea because, you know, all of us, coaches, maybe even more than GMs, but organizations get to a point that you want to win so badly in the present that you're willing to just sacrifice the future, and that could lead to some very bad teams down the road, and the NBA doesn't want that.
And we've seen that. You're right. A lot of examples. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 1:30 left to play in the final quarter. That one wide left.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Memphis.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ja Morant.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Morant with it. Now Green defending. And the dunk by Jackson.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Curry outside. Again, Curry missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Here's Stevens. A three-pointer, no good. And here is Moody. It's Curry outside. Count it.
Oh, man, I just love seeing a pick like that.
Thank you for that, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So, for
Right. We're bringing it to you. And now the Los Angeles starters. LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forwards. Luka Doncic is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Hayes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Memphis, manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Edey out there with Jackson. And it's Stevens in at the 3. Very early in the season, but a lot of excitement still in the air, Grant.
No question, B.A. I mean, the fan base will usually carry it until their team is mathematically eliminated. Fans in this league are so passionate about their teams, and that's one of the things that makes the NBA so great.
James against Morant. Drives to the hoop and slammed it home, and the foul. A chance at another point at the line. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith. And you think about the fearlessness of Ja Morant and how he attacks, even as a smaller player. RJ, you got any comparisons?
I would say AI, but AI was more of a two-guard, even though he was a couple inches shorter, but definitely similarities of how they attack the paint with fearlessness.
You can tell Doncic trusts his teammates. He'll get them looks and doesn't insist on doing everything himself.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Memphis head coach. I asked him if he thinks anyone has a better feel for the game than Luka Doncic, and he told me, I don't want to get into a comparison, but what I can say is that he controls the pace like no one else. You can't speed him up, you can't slow him down. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Bane surveying the D. Back to Morant. James with the block.
Oh, look at the old man still getting it done on defense. LeBron James still takes great pride in rejecting shots.
Just 5 to shoot. Jackson with a screen on Doncic. Puts it up. It's Hayes with the rebound.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
James, a screen on Bane. Back to Vanderbilt. Takes the 3. On target from range. Vanderbilt's got 5.
They've come out strong. 3 of their first 4 to start the game.
Morant against James. Jackson with a screen on James. Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Morant. Oh, there's
the slam. It's just so much fun to watch Ja fly. The way this man can take off is so impressive.
You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Now here's Doncic. Back to Hayes. Hey, expanding his range. The rebound by Edey. Memphis leading. Here's Stevens. Jackson, the screen with the drive. There's the triple. He buries it from three.
One of many weapons in Jackson Jr.'s arsenal. He can spot up on you and make it look too easy.
From deep, here's Doncic. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Grizzlies lead by 4. Morant surveying the floor. A minute 39 left in the first quarter here. Releases. Good. He hits the jumper. He's got 10.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Will it go? And the layup is good by Doncic.
Oh, my. Tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. They lead by 4. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Last time, free throw shooting was their kryptonite. Just could not keep pace.
Here's Stevens. No made baskets yet. Jackson can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 4. Doncic outside. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. Doncic has got 6.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Outside Morant. James with a steal. Doncic against Bane. And finished off by Hayes.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Here's Morant. Oh!
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up with a graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. We'll be right back. Man, this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Stevens in at the 3. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. And how about LeBron? Even if he's no longer the clear-cut best player in the league, he can still take over a game, RJ.
Oh, make no mistake, he's still the best when he needs to be. Absolutely has a switch that gets flipped when he needs it. It's not on for 48 minutes, but he can definitely turn it on for a few.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Oh, Ja Morant from deep.
The competitive fire of Morant matching the 3 on the other end.
James, a screen on Bane. Here's Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
Oh, my. That's why we had those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. James against Morant. Bane with a screen on James. Outside Bane. They get it again. It's Jackson, high post. He's against Hayes. From deep, Bain. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got his 4th rebound in this one. And he's going for the lob. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Moran against James. Outside Bain, the 17-footer. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
A high percentage look for Bain. He gets to his spot and just nails it.
James, a screen on Bain. James, outside. Pass to Doncic. Back to Vanderbilt. Nice move. And the layup is up and in. Vanderbilt's got 4 points now in the quarter. Richard, if the three-point shot was never introduced, how different do you think the game would be?
The offensive strategy would be very different. The game would be more physical, and it was more physical. And the main priority would be creating high percentage looks. There's Bain using his size at the rim.
Pass to Hayes. He puts up a 3. Outside Vanderbilt. Let's go with a 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. 1:49 left in the first half. To the middle. Here's Stevens. Over to the left wing. From deep. Vanderbilt pulls it in. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
We've got 1:28 left in the second quarter. Screen by James. Offline with a 3. Memphis trailing here. Here's Bain. That misses. Had a chance to tie it.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Here's Stevens. Check by James. 50 seconds left in the first half of this game. Down low. Oh, LeBron rocks the rim.
This is classic LeBron leaping off the floor for a powerful dunk.
And here's Morant outside. And another miss by Memphis. The Lakers lead by 4. It's a one-on-one situation. And slam dunk by James.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Morant against James. Circus shot, Ja Morant.
He gets a lot of defensive attention from Morant. He can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Here's Doncic. Good. Doncic has got 13.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Bain fires from way outside. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so that brings the first half to a close. The Lakers on top. They're up by 6. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
The Pacers will square off against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. 8:30 Eastern time for the tip there.
2 elite squads, Ernie. 1 winner. I'm expecting big things.
No doubt. Everyone in the league will be watching. And turning our attention to the first half, a positive start for the Lakers.
Love that they're taking high percentage.
Thanks for joining us.
And after after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Maxi Kleber out there with Alex Len. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Goodwin in at the 2. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Richard, for years, the Grizzlies team motto was grit and grind. You think that shifted?
They're a little bit flashier now, but they still have that underdog spirit. That's what grit and grind is about. They're always out to prove themselves.
Reeves against Kennard. To the inside. Williams' shot is good. Williams has got his first points in this one.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
On the wing, Reeves. Williams defending. Connects from downtown. Hachimura's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Kennard outside. Pass to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Back to Williams. Oh, from deep. Doesn't go that time. Los Angeles leading by 7. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Goodwin passes to Kleber. Here's Goodwin, defended by Kennard. Here's Kleber. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Kennard outside. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now.
Alex Len, first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Williams. Inside, Huff, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Kennard for 3. Fires in the triple. And now just a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Lynn can't hit. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Williams passes to Clark. Now here's Kennard.
2 minutes remaining.
Jackson with a screen on Reeves. Kennard for 3. Len pulls it in. Los Angeles leading by 5. Reeves with the ball. And Kennard picks him up defensively to the paint. Shot is good by Kleber. Kleber's got his second basket on the night.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Williams against Reeves. Outside, Williams. Kicks it out to Clark. Kleber with a steal. Hachimura up top. Defended by Jackson.
Oh, what a finish. Rui showing off that athletic ability.
For all the adversity Memphis faced last season, Richard, there were some silver linings.
Yeah, they had a lot of talented young players get more minutes than they might have otherwise due to the injuries, and there is nothing more valuable than experience.
Knocked away. And now the Grizzlies on the run. And here they go. And the dunk by Jackson.
If they keep finding steals like that, they won't be in the hole much longer.
The Lakers lead by 5. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Lynn sinks it from distance.
Something Reeves has only improved at, making quality passes.
Kennard outside. And he comes up with a bucket. Kennard's got 5. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. The shot by Reeves, no good. Grizzlies trail by 6.
If they can run out the clock here, no need to rush it.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Out to Hachimura. Back to Reeves. Here's Lynn. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? It's Los Angeles. They're up by 4. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Vince Williams is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Jackson. And it's Huff in at center. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Pass to Stevens. Launches it. Doncic grabs the miss. Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's James. Stevens with a rebound.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
It's stolen by Doncic. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Now, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Pass to Edey. Here's Stevens. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Here's Doncic. Luka! Get off me!
And their offense tonight is Luka, Luka, and more Luka. When he's on, it's an opponent's worst nightmare.
Here's Bane. Doncic pulls down the board. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. In the paint, Luka!
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
And it's Morant off the drive. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And this is what John Morant does best. When he finds his rhythm on offense, he is almost impossible to guard.
Out to James. Goes up from the top of the key. Pass to Hayes. James outside. Just 5 on the clock. He hits the back iron and sinks it. And the Lakers lead by 6.
The minute that man walks into the gym, LeBron James is in his range.
Outside Morant. James with the block. Throws it up high. Stolen by Jackson. All by himself. Morant, look at the speed on the break.
Get this man the ball, and he will make something happen. Morant rises to the occasion. Man.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. James, a screen on Payne. Here's Doncic. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! Well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen even after the video review,
there's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Moran against James. Tries it from 19. And it's Moran again missing.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
The dive for the ball. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. Grizzlies trail by 6. A minute 31 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Boom! John Morant!
And if you're wondering what makes Josh so special, it's his ability to take over games all by himself.
James, a screen on Payne. Here's Doncic. James inside. Kicks it to Doncic. James, a screen on Payne. Doncic passes to James.
Are we even surprised at this point? Like, this is what he does. Like, he just shows up clutch. Oh, it's clutch time? All right, here you go.
Pass to Stevens. 52 seconds left to play in the fourth. It's tipped. James with the ball. He's picked up by Bain to the middle. Stolen by Jackson.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
James attacking.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Here's Morant. Oh, he goes right over LeBron and slams it down. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Payne against Doncic. From about 19, no good. So we see the Lakers get the win here. They played the villain tonight. All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill.